Hey guys, we're out in the garden, out in the lawn today, and I got some questions that I wanted to do a quick video on and give you guys some tidbits of information that maybe will help you. So in our recent video where we did a tour of part of the garden, I got lots of questions on our lawn. Everybody really liked the lawn, and I really appreciate those comments. But we had lots of folks saying, "Oh my gosh, your lawn's beautiful. How did you get that? And what did you do to get your lawn looking as nice as it does?" So I thought I would go through some things that I do to get you the lawn that you're wanting, and then also put together a series of videos where maybe you have a lawn that is struggling and is not as nice as mine, that you're working with, and we have one here that's relatively close to us that I'm going to help that person out and see if we can take some of these tips and tricks and kickstart that lawn here in the fall to get it as nice as it could be. So we'll take a few of the strategies that I'll talk about today, incorporate those into some future videos on this neighbor's lawn, and see what kind of results that we can get out of it. So one of the first things that you can do to get a really nice lawn is if you have a cool season lawn, which is typically your perennial rise, your bluegrass, your turf type tall fescue like we have, you want to mow that lawn, especially in the cool season area, as high as you can. So you see a lot of people that are just scalping their lawn, and I think a lot of that is because they figure if they cut it as low as they can, then they don't have to mow it as much. And that's a key to a trashed lawn. You want to set your mower as high as you can, and use that to where you may have to mow your lawn more often, but it's going to give you a much healthier lawn. As long as your grass isn't laying over, you're going to be able to cut it as high as you can, and it's going to work out really, really well for you. Another thing that you guys can do is making sure that when you're mowing that grass, that you're mowing it with blades that are sharp. If you have a dull blade, all it's going to do is rip that grass blade and just tear up your lawn, and it's going to look horrible because those ripped grass blades at the end are going to turn brown, and that's going to instantly give you a brown haze to your lawn that you don't want. You want that nice green look. So sharpen your blades. You can take your blades to your local lawn and garden store, or your mower repair shop, and they'll fix it up for you and get them sharpened. A lot of people do this in the spring before the mowing season starts. My recommendation is to do it in the fall before you put your mower away, because typically the wait to get them back is very long in the spring, and it isn't in the fall. So get them sharpened in the fall. At least get them sharpened once during the season. I sharpen mine once a month, but as long as you're sharpening them once a year, you're going to be in good shape. Another key step is make sure that you're watering your lawn as much as it really needs. You should be getting down an inch of water per week on your lawn to get it properly watered. This is the second really big step in making sure that your lawn is going to be performing at its max. So typically, naturally you're going to get rainwater and that type of thing, and it's good to have a rain gauge in your lawn and lawn and garden areas, so you know how much rain you're getting. But if you don't have a way of watering your lawn outside of rain, you're probably not going to have the best looking lawn. What you can do is, if you have an in-ground sprinkler system, or just if you're dragging around a hose and watering your lawn with a sprinkler, you can put out Dixie cups, you can put out tuna cans, or you can purchase little cups and put those out in the lawn and let your sprinkler run to make sure that you're getting proper coverage. And then also it'll give you a good gauge of how long you need to run your sprinkler to get that inch. It's not saying that you need to do an inch at one time. You can do it a half an inch one day, and a few days later do another half an inch. But you want to make sure you get that inch down, and you'll be surprised at how long it really takes that you have to run your sprinkler to get that inch. But take that technique, put out those cans, and measure the water, and you know, you're going to be you're going to be able to get a much better step on success that way. So the next key is to make sure that you're doing proper fertilizing. You should typically fertilize your lawn 4 times a year. I recommend using Milorganite because it's an organic biosolid lawn fertilizer, and what that means is that you shouldn't have any fear of burning your lawn. Synthetic fertilizers, especially for folks just new to taking care of their lawn, you know, you have that danger of if you put down too much, or if you don't use it exactly right, you may end up burning up your entire lawn, and nobody wants that. So if you use Milorganite and you use it as the label prescribes, which is 4 times a year, you're going to have a really nice lawn. It has iron in it, which is going to really help to get to that green color. But it's a good fertilizer to start with. And it just is easy to use, especially for the beginner. I still use it on my lawn because I enjoy it and I like it, and I think it works well for my lawn and for my area. So another thing that you need to make sure that you're cognizant of is making sure that you're getting rid of the weeds in your lawn. If you get rid of the weeds, then you're probably going to have a relatively good looking lawn. There's several ways that you can do that. There's over-the-counter sprays for that. You can hand pull them. I typically use a over-the-counter spray it works really well and is safe. It isn't organic. You know, I think that organic weed killers, although there are some out there, I have not found that they work really well. So this is a chemical, but I have some recommendations, and I'll put links down below on all of these recommendations. But you want to make sure that you're keeping those weeds out, and it'll help to have the real good grass growing up through that. Once your lawn is established really well, then you're not going to have a problem with weeds because your lawn is going to be so thick that you'll rarely have any issues with weeds popping up through. Typically the weeds that I have trouble with in my lawn is clover. The neighbor's lawn that I told you that we're going to help out has lots of clover in their yard, and you know, they have issues with rabbits, and you know, typically rabbits and clover kind of comes together. So we're going to come up with some techniques and processes that we can use to get rid of that clover and help her out. But getting rid of those weeds is going to be another key thing to having that nice lawn naturally. And the last thing that I want to mention, and which in my opinion is probably one of the most important things, especially this time of the year, because it's key to do it this time of the year, is aerate and overseeding your lawn. If you have a lawn that you're not happy with, that just isn't performing, you want to make sure that you're aerating it, overseeding it, and fertilizing it and watering it this time of the year. As fall comes on us and it is cooling down, this is the time to really get out in your lawn and get it going the way that you want it to be going. So over in our project lawn that I spoke about, we're going to be aerating, we're going to overseed and fertilize, and we'll talk about that. I'll link some of the products that I'm going to be using below in that project, but you know, this, if I can stress one thing, this step in the fall season is going to be key to getting your lawn the way that you want it. So again, this is just kind of a starter or an introductory video to this series. You know, I think you can use these kind of 5 steps to fix your lawn that isn't performing or that you consider ugly. But over the next few weeks, I'm going to be taking you through some of these processes and some of these steps to fix up a neighbor's lawn. And I really encourage you to subscribe so that you can follow along and see what we're doing. And if you would, please give this video a like. And you know, if you have a struggling lawn and you have questions, be sure to leave the questions in the comments below, and we can start a discussion and get some answers for you if I can answer them. I'm sure that there are other people in the community that can give you some answers. So guys, until next time, I really appreciate you watching. Again, subscribe so you pick up on these next videos. We're going to be talking about some of these strategies. And until next time, guys, I'll see you. Bye-bye.